The Prime Minister, I think, by the way he is approaching this, the secretive way, the attempt to conceal what is going on, the way that the yes vote the yes case is being weighted. For example, we're seeing so-called information advertisements, which look very much to me like yes case advertisements. All of this is going on, and I don't think the Australian people are going to go along with this. And the opinion polls are showing that this thing is going to be very unlikely to pass. And if that happens, then we're going to be attacked. There's going to be a lot of division in the country. It's going to be received very badly, and they're going to try and wire up similar protests in other countries. And I think if it goes down, we'll be looked on badly. If it goes up, then I think we're going to find that the country will be possibly ungovernable. It's a disaster, I think, what is being proposed.
Look, I agree. I think whatever the outcome, the way the opinion polls are going now, it'll be an extremely close result. That's assuming that the yes case halts the slide. The slide in support for yes has gone from 64% to in minority support now, just under 50%. So whatever happens, win or lose, the country will be divided. If the yes case gets up, there'll be a degree of resentment. I think far from fostering the cause of reconciliation, I think this will foster division and resentment. You can see it already. And this is the contrast with 1967, where there was, I think it was over 90%, just over 90% support for removing restrictions in the Constitution that prevented the federal government from legislating for Indigenous people. I think the contrast now is just stark, and I think the procedure, as much as the substance of the proposed change is responsible. The substance of the proposed change, when you look at it, from a rule of law perspective, it's just atrocious. It's a direct attack on the doctrine of equality before the law, equality of citizenship. If one group of people, based on race alone, is to be given the ability to have additional influence over all law, all administrative decisions, all public policy, it makes a mockery of the doctrine of equality of citizenship. And if you can't have equality before the law unless you also have, if you think about it, equality before those who make the law and those who administer the law. It just is a direct attack on that principle that has been part of this country's governing doctrines from the very beginning. So I've got grave reservations about it, and it's too late now. Now that it's passed Parliament, it's really too late to make the changes that were necessary. It should have happened in the reverse order. There should have been discussion right at the very beginning at a convention about, one, whether there should be two questions, constitutional recognition of Indigenous people, and two, whether we want to constitutionalise the race-based lobby group in the Constitution. That didn't happen. And that's why it's not completely, you couldn't say it's doomed at the moment, but I would say that it's heading in that direction.
Yes, and a convention would not be expensive because with modern means of communication, the number of plenary sessions that you would need to hold would be minimal. Most of the work would be done in committees, and most of that would be done as we're doing our work now. As this interview is being done, it will be done on the internet, and it could be a very economical activity.